Hey guys, it's Scott here with a guide on how to do well on the new Splatoon map, Port Mackerel. Now this is the first of probably many DLC maps released for Splatoon, and honestly it's quite a bit different from the others. So there's a lot of close quarters areas, which contrast with two open areas near the center of the map. It also has these moving vehicles, but they aren't any danger to you and instead allow you to climb them up and fight from slightly above everyone else. But be careful because a lot of the turf up here can't be inked, so it leaves you really vulnerable. But anyway, with that said, let's get straight into the game. So, when you spawn into the map, you could go straight forward, but there are these two side areas on either side of the map that I'd suggest you go for right away. Honestly, I've played several matches where these areas aren't even touched, and it can easily decide a game for your team. And, as you can see, they're getting us points very quickly, which is great for early game. Less than 30 seconds in, I already have almost 200 points and my ink strike, so I can just send that right into their base, because why not? So if you imagine the map itself, it's essentially a big rectangle with this area here with all the storage crates in the center. And just north and south of this area are these two open areas that are really exposed, and these especially need some strategy to consider. But before we go in there, we still have this little area here with all these crates to cover. Now, the biggest tip for here is to be really careful when going around the corners, make sure no one's there to ambush you, and you can come up on these vehicles, scope out the area a bit before you head into the next area. The thing about these open areas is that once you're here, you'll most likely be colliding with the enemy team, since it's in the center of the map, so you really need to be cautious when entering them, whether it be staying under your ink or maybe even scoping out the area from the top of the crates. And of course, the overall objective is to push, separate the map into smaller areas and focus on covering most of those small areas before heading to the next small area, and because then you give you and your team much more stable ground as you head to the enemy team's base, and it's just much easier to push that way if you have pretty much all the area around you in your ink. Now I probably should have started with this, but I had a lot to talk about at the beginning, so don't judge me. But the weapon I'm using is the Aerospray RG, and honestly, I think this is one of the best weapons for Turf War right now. You unlock it by beating the third boss in the single player, and honestly, it's totally worth it because this gun has one of the best fire rates in the game, and it's essential to have one of these high fire rate weapons for a successful Turf War match. Especially if you aim your gun slightly higher than you normally would, you can cover so much turf so quickly, it's insane. Now, the drawback is the gun doesn't do a ton of damage, but it's not like you can't kill, because you can. It's just not ideal for head-on confrontations. The gun also comes with Ink Strike, which is probably, in my opinion, the best special weapon for both Turf War and Splat Zones. It's just so useful, you can send it right into the base and just get a ton of free points really in Splat Zones. Even better because you can cover pretty much the whole area you're trying to control. So with all that said, we've got 37 seconds left, and so I'll just take this time to summarize. So basically, this is a close quarters map, and the best strategy you can do is to be cautious. Now, when you're in these tight areas here, look around corners, make sure you're not going to get ambushed by someone. In the open areas, also be cautious. Before you enter them, make sure you're not filled with enemies. It's pretty simple, just be careful. Now, in this game, this is a pretty good game for me. I'm coming up on 1,000 points before the winning bonus, which I love doing. That's always a goal of mine, and I can't always make it, but hey, guess what? I did here. We got 10, can we get 1080p? No, we didn't. Oh well. So there's the game. We did pretty well this game. Let's see what the exact percentage is. But I have a feeling, it's pretty high. So, final result is 53.4 to 42.1. So that is about a 10% difference, so pretty good. But anyway, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, make sure to leave a like and comment and subscribe to NinBuzz. And if you liked me personally, you can check out my channel at youtube.com/thelunarbox, where I do Let's Plays and really just upload whatever I want gaming related. Anyway, thanks for watching guys, and I will see you in the next video.